G'day legends. So Mr. Conor McGregor, I'm not touching a drink, has been caught out in the club. We are going to be reacting to that video and sort of breaking down how it might be affecting his fight with Michael Chandler in a couple of weeks' time. And he's out there in the club. So let's get straight into it. And first, let's watch the video together, okay? So that's Conor McGregor in the club. 33 days from his next fight. 33 days, huh? The world is their stage. That's some Illuminati stuff right there. For one of the biggest fights in UFC history to come back and to have controversy 33 days before it goes down. The world is their stage. We live in the Matrix. In all seriousness, what is Conor McGregor doing? Okay, we just saw his last interview come out on the Mac Life. He was giving the bloke interviewing him, I can't remember his name right now, but he was giving the bloke interviewing him a beer, and Conor McGregor was sniffing it like an addict. You know, he would sniff. Oh, that was Conor McGregor's reaction to just this. And then he's going ahead and putting himself out there in this kind of environment, in this club environment. At least this time he is out there with his wife. Good on him. He's finally just like, D. Devlin, that's my, you know, I've got several thousand kids with her. She's mine. All the while, Michael Chandler is at home. He's bloody reading Bible studies to his kids, tucking them in, having a nice clean dinner of chicken and veggies, gonna be in the gym by 9 a.m. the next day. These are two very, very different lifestyles, okay? Someone is going for the Ryan Garcia, you know, the John Jones aspect of training. That seems to be the route that Conor McGregor is going down. Or is he just playing with us? There's a couple of things that can be read into this here. Number one, is he trolling Michael Chandler? That's an important one because Michael Chandler is sort of the epitome of the clean athlete, the clean living athlete. Always has a good, clean, pre-scripted promo, you know, would never scream, your wife's in me DMs. That was the worst Conor McGregor impression ever. But he would never scream those kind of things after a fight. Instead, he's got this good, clean, pre-written promo ready to go. He comes into all of his interviews prepared. He comes into his fight camp prepared. Michael Chandler is the stand-up guy, the ESPN Disney-fied athlete. Whereas Conor McGregor is very, very different from that. We all know this, right? He will do a bunch of cocaine and then go throw a dolly through a bus window. That's Conor McGregor. And it seems to be that he is leaning into that. But is he leaning into that because of the mental warfare that Conor McGregor likes to play? Or is he leaning into that because this is just how he blows off steam? Look, there is a lot of pressure on Conor McGregor's back when it comes into this fight. He has called this himself, and he has gone out there and tried to sell this himself as the greatest comeback in sporting history. And I'm sure with that comes a lot of pressure. So can you blame the guy for going out on a Saturday night with his wife and partying? The other aspect to that is there's no drink in his hand. He could just be, I mean, Conor McGregor owns a bar. Conor McGregor has been in the clubbing, going out there, party scene for a while now. He has gotten back into training. He started training at the start of the year. According to him in his last few interviews, he's already done 2 full fight camps just to be ready to get into this fight camp. Now that the date has been set, now that we are 33 days out, there's a lot of pressure mounting up. And if someone who likes to blow off steam by going out and having a dance with his wife, if he can do this and manage it well, is it that bad? There is something that really gets me here thinking about this, and that's the sleep aspect of it. Like, where are the lads out there? Where are my people out there that are 35 and over? Okay, we got lots of different people watching this channel. I can see it all on the back end. But for the ones that are 35 and older, tell our younger audience down there in the comments, it is not the same as when you were 18, boys. I'm telling you, right now, you young ones, you 18-year-olds, you 21-year-olds, you're going out, you're drinking, you're rocking up to work on Monday. You're not missing a beat. You're not missing a step. But I'm telling you, something happens, lads. Around 28, 30, you got to start prepping for Monday on Thursday. You really do have to start prepping for Monday morning on Thursday. You just do not wake up the same. And Conor McGregor is taking that into these training camps, okay? So the internet could be blowing up at this. How dare he be out there? But number one, he's not drinking. Number two, this could just be his way of blowing off steam. And number three, club environments are deceptive. Club environments are very, very deceptive. You do not know if he went out there and shot this video in the club at like 9:30, 9 o'clock, you know, jumped in the Uber afterwards, went all the way back home to his hotel room or to his place in Ireland, in bed by 10:30. Woke up 9 a.m. the next day, back at training by 10, did some light running, got on with the rest of his training day. We don't know. We don't know. So is this just mental warfare from Conor McGregor? Is this mental warfare of him showing Michael Chandler, I don't even need to try to beat you? Or is this something else? Is this Conor McGregor just blowing up some steam for the biggest comeback in sporting history? Who knows? Or is this him falling off the wagon, you know? Maybe he's not doing alcohol, but maybe he's doing nose beers. You know, maybe he's doing nose beers. Maybe
cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive. Gotta make money.
he is going down the John Jones, Ryan Garcia fight camp. And maybe we should just trust that process as well. I mean, athletes in the past who are sort of wired this way have had success with that. I know that sounds crazy, but this isn't a normal sport. You know, this isn't a regular sport. This is the sort of sport where it does take a little bit of psycho energy to get in there. Let's never forget what this sport actually is. You are locked in a cage with another man that has the ability to kill you, and you are trying to knock him out or rip his arm off. There is something to be said for the pure savagery and psychoness that is required to be able to step into our arena and do that when it comes down to the MMA fighter. So we should never be surprised that some of these guys do need to go out there and really get hyper testosteroned up, get super revved up, go out there in the club, rip the shirt off and get the wife to just run the tongue all the way up the body. That is the sort of mindset that it might require to get back into the cage after your leg was snapped in half. Or he could just be weight cutting, you know? You ever been in a club? Shit's hotter than a sauna. He could just be trying to drop all that weight, just drinking the waters, dancing it out, sweating it out. Where would you rather sweat it out, in a sauna or in that nightclub? Let me know. Then, of course, there's the other aspect that Conor McGregor, his mind might not just be in it anymore. He is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I think Conor McGregor is worth like $250 million or something like that. It is a crazy amount of money. He is probably getting a very, very big paycheck from the UFC to come back. He hasn't fought in 3 years. His training camps sometimes are on a yacht. He doesn't really need this. And does he really hate Michael Chandler? Look at Conor McGregor's life from where he's sitting. He has got his businesses. He has got the new investment in bare knuckle boxing. His life is sort of just set up in that money making process. Once you've got your investments sorted out, you are constantly just making money for doing nothing and just managing this stuff. Why would he even hate or care about Michael Chandler? And maybe he is just coming back to prove it to himself. And now at the start of his third training camp for the year, he is sort of thinking, do I really need this? Do I really want this? Who knows? And the last point about all of this, lads in the club, put the phones down, all right? Phones down, okay? Don't be doing that. Phones down in the club, okay? Everyone's trying to have a good time. We don't need people just, what's going on over there, mate? None of that, all right? So that's it. Let me know, what do you think about this recent footage of Conor McGregor in the club? Do you think he's just blowing off steam? Do you think the pressure's all gotten too much for him and he might have relapsed? Put it down there in the comments. If you're enjoying this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by mid-July for my birthday. So if you could help me with that, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want to hang out with me and watch Dustin Poirier smash Islam Makhachev's face in at UFC 302, please feel free to join me for the live stream. We're going to be live streaming every single fight on the card, all the way from the early prelims to the end of the card. Plus, I'm going to be doing a couple of live streams this week. So if you want to know when that happens, there is a notification bell down there. Pretty sure that's all the things that I need to talk to everybody about. So I will see you all in the next video.